Peace, man. I just want to come back with another quick video, man. I was kind of just going into this, but um, then I kind of touched on his in my last interview, man. But shoot, man. Honestly, man, because I was just talking about this with my brother that yesterday, man. No, man, this decided like because actually, man, because we live. No, let me grab this aside right too, man. Because we live now in the world like now in this current world, current society, man. Like everybody wants to. We live in. Everybody has to be the guy, man. It's not like being. It's not cool to be a soldier anymore or be the role player, man. Everybody wants to be like the star and stuff like that. And also too, man, like and that's how key humility is, man. It's okay to say somebody's better than you or greater than you at certain things. That's okay. That's cool, man. That's what I always say, man. Because nothing does that does not make their faith less because they didn't have the faith of Yahushua or Abraham or Job or Moses or Joshua per se. Nothing wrong as Hezekiah or Isaiah's or Jeremiah's or Ezekiel's or Tobit, Haggai, Zechariah, Nahum, Obadiah, you name them, man. Samson. There's nothing wrong because they didn't have faith like that, but they're still righteous men. But honestly, man, it's because with lots of now we live more. Everybody has to be a thing, man. I was just talking about that, man. It's nothing wrong with saying somebody's like just greater than you or better than you, man. Like bowing down, and to no. Let me just grab this too, man, because I was just actually talking about this with my brother yesterday, man. It goes into like what I was saying about like the the video I made about the other day about extroverts not being like bad people get a bad rap because some people just like I said, man. Certain people just had that it factor, man. It's okay. Certain people just have it. It's cool, man. Certain people just have it, and that's sometimes it's even it's just forced upon them. That I always said that like Yahushua just had that it factor, man. It's just like he wasn't even seeking out his own glory, man. He just had it, man. He could walk in the room, command the respect of the room, man. He just could command the room. Certain people have that, like a Magic Johnson or like Michael Jordan. Certain people just have that it factor, man. Or watching the Fresh Prince, man. Some people just had that it factor, and it's okay, man. So that doesn't make you less than, man. Cause shout out to brother Seven Lee Firstborn, man, because he was talking about this in the class yesterday, man. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Certain people they just have it. It's cool, man. It's nothing wrong because nowadays we're living inside now. Everybody has to. There's nothing wrong with having your own business and other things of that nature, man. But there's nothing wrong with being an employee or being a role player, being the glue guy anymore. Or there's nothing wrong with that, man. Because like Sirach says, listen, man, it's a bunch of like you think every righteous person is written in his book. No, but the Most High Yahushua never forgot them. Their words. So let's grab this Sirach chapter 20 verse 8. It says, "He that uses many words shall be abhorred, and he that taketh himself to authority therein shall be hated." And there, man, let me grab this there, man. Yeah. So that's pretty much it, man. So that's what it is. You gotta put yourself in authority. You gotta be the guy. That like Colossians 1:18 says, Well, 1:18 says, Yahushua's supposed to get the preeminence, man. Like everybody just wants the preeminence now, and in the word outside the word, man. It's just like not taking no shots at anybody, but I'm just saying, like, if it's you, it's you. It's what it is, what it is. But I'm just saying, like, I'm noticing. But Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 7, man, it says, "Get thyself the love of the congregation, and bow thy head to a great man." So there's nothing wrong with that, man. Honestly, like the old West Side Connection song, "Bow Down," man. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Like bound, not actually physically bound, but yeah, man, serving under a great man, how to please, like, it's certain times I say that to say, man, there's nothing wrong with you admitting somebody's greater than you, better than you. It's okay, nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with that, man, because see, that's why our forefathers, man, they're really humble, men of humility, man, like seriously of honor, because it's like they had no issue saying that, man. I just finished reading Matthew. It's crazy. It's crazy because I was just talking about this with my brother yesterday. I just finished reading Matthew 3, which I'm about to get into because I'm about to get into this whole thing about that too. But let's get this at Deuteronomy real quick, man. Because Deuteronomy chapter 34 and verse 10. It says, "And there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face." So yeah, man. So even Josh, yeah. So even because you read, let me read 9. It says in Deuteronomy chapter 34, verse 9. And Joshua the son of Nun, full of the spirit of wisdom, and Moses laid his hands upon him, and the children of Israel hearkened unto him as they did the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. So yeah, this Joshua even says that. He said, "Listen, I'm gonna be with you as I was with Moses." But in Joshua chapter 1, and there arose not a prophet since in Israel like Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face. So of course, until Yahushua came. But honestly, man, like that's just his what it is. Joshua had no problem with that, man. He knew Moses was a greater man than him. It's okay. Nothing wrong with that, man. It's not. That's why because we live in nowadays, like especially men, like with it, like oh, I'm just the guy, I'm just this and that, man. It's like that's why Proverbs says it's not good to seek out your own glory, man. Do time you'll get exalted, man. It's all good. It ain't really about nothing, man. It's like but I'm hit this in Matthew 3 though. Since we're talking about Moses and Joshua, honestly. And even John the Baptist said, "Listen, like I'm not can't bear his shoe. I can't fill his shoes, man. Because then I was reading it in NKJV. It says sandals, but yeah. Let me get this in Matthew 3 and verse 11. It says, "I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance, but he that cometh after me is mightier than I, whose shoes I am not worthy to bear, and he shall baptize you with the Holy Ghost, Holy Spirit, and with fire." So yeah, man, that's just what it is. But notice how like John the Baptist said, man, Yahushua, he's greater than me, man. Shoot, like he's nothing wrong with that, man. Like they even Paul said, "Listen, I'm not gonna preach," because there was men that was preaching where Christ preached that, man. He said, "Listen, I ain't gonna build another man's foundation, man. I'm just gonna do my own thing, be myself, like I just talked about in the last video, man. And like I'm just gonna do what I gotta do, man. It's like what the Most High put in me, but." Yeah, man, that's just it. He said, "Listen, whose shoes I'm not worthy to bear, man." So that's just is what it is, man. That was a man that's greater than him. Like that's how connections on and bow down to somebody that's greater than you, man. It's all good, like And Yahushua never put himself above his father, so he even did it, man. So, washing the defeat of the disciples, man. So let's get this in Exodus 3 and 5 real quick, though. It says, "And when the Lord saw," because it said, notice how it said, whose shoes he's not be able to bear, like who he's not able to fill, pretty much. I'm sorry, yeah, he's not worthy to bear. But Exodus 3 and 5, and he said draw not hither, and put off thy shoes from thy feet, for thy whereupon thou standest is a holy ground." So yeah, man, he says, "Listen, man, take off your shoes, man. It's a holy ground, man. It's your shoes not worthy. Like it's a holy ground. It's all going to be a holy." Yeah, hopefully y'all see where I'm going with this, man. But he said unto him, "Draw not hither, and put off thy shoes from off thy feet, and the place whereupon thou standest on the holy ground." So yeah, man, and he says the same thing to Joshua, man. So those shoes that it's holy, man. He's not. It's not worthy to. Not worthy to bear John the Baptist, man. But let's get to Joshua chapter 5 and 15. It says, and the captain of the Lord's host said unto Joshua, "Lose thy shoe from thy foot, for the place whereupon thou standest is holy." And Joshua did so. So yeah, man. So honestly, man, so he took his shoes off as well as Moses, man. So he's like, kind of tying to what John the Baptist, like, because I was saying about this earlier. He said, "Whose shoes I'm not worried to bear." Like, that's kind of parabolically, man. If you look at this, like taking your shoes off, man, this is holy, man. I'm just gonna take my shoes off, man. And honestly, too, man, like, listen, man, because in my crib, honestly, man, like, I'll wear my shoes around the crib. I don't know why, man. Like, X said, man, one time, like, I think, a little sidebar, man. X said in an interview, because he said when Jay-Z came, DMX said when Jay-Z became, he saw the change in him, because when he became president of Def Jam, stuff like that, he started wearing sandals and flip-flops and things of that nature, man. But X said, "Listen, man, he said, listen, man, I can't take my shoes off, man. I can't get comfortable, man, because, listen, I got robbed before, man. Like, home invasion happened before, man. So that's why that's the kind of plays into the reason why, like, I just wear my shoes around the house. But listen, when I'm over at somebody else's house, of course I'm going to take my shoes off, whatever. But around here, I choose to keep my shoes on, whatever. or I might take them off sometimes. But I said to say, man, listen, man, that's the only reason. That's where what's called where the what's called like that's why I always think of that account of when the Moses and Joshua, man, because the Lord, the only way, two reasons only. This is a little sidebar that I'll take my shoes off. That of course the Most High Yahweh tells me to. Like, all right, bet, take them off. I would do what Moses and Joshua did, or like if I'm over somebody's house. But other than that, too, man, like I don't know, man. That's just actual like trauma from actually being robbed before, man. That's just a little side. I wanted to share that with y'all, but yeah, man, I just don't like, yeah, man, because like when I hear like I don't know, man, I got robbed before I got like so I just yeah, that's a little side note. I just think of that every time I read that. It's kind of funny to me, but let's get that Isaiah and 65 real quick, man, because it said both Moses and Joshua took and remember what John the Baptist said. Listen, his shoes I'm not worthy to bear. What you call him? Moses took off his shoes and Joshua took off his shoes, man. Yeah, man. Isaiah 65, man. So what's that even like with this Isaiah 65? Let's think about it this way too. It says because Isaiah chapter 65 verse 5, which say, stand by thyself, come not near me, I am holier than thou, and are a smoke in my nose, and a fire that burneth to all the day. So yeah, man. So that's that saying what John the Baptist said, whose shoes I'm not worth bear. Moses and Joshua taking off, his shoes, and like that. And it's we remember he was writing Deuteronomy, a prophet not like unto. There was a prophet like unto Moses, of course, until that, Yahushua came, that Deuteronomy 18:18 came. So yeah, man, what was that John the Baptist even saying? It's crazy that he even mentioned shoes I'm not worthy to bear, and Moses and Joshua took off his shoes. And reading and it said, listen, this is a holy place, man. So what was that saying, man? Yahushua was more holy than those man, more holy than John the Baptist. Moses and Joshua. He's more than that, man. He was just a greater man than them. That's what I was just thinking about that earlier, man. So that's what it is, man. Hopefully y'all see where I'm going with that, man. But honestly, yeah, man, it's just like there's nothing wrong with that, man. Say, hey, listen, man, like shoot, a lot of brothers, that I watch, some brothers I watch, I learn from them. I just said shout out to brothers in Discord. I just told y'all, man. I learn from a lot from y'all brothers too, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Even the brothers I know personally, man. I learn from them too, man. Seriously, and even people outside the world, I learn things from too, man. So always like like the prophet says, a wise man wants to be taught, man. Always be teachable, man. That's what I learned, that be teachable. Honestly, man. It's always like this is what it is, man. So there's nothing wrong with men somebody's like better than you, because I know it is too. Honestly, I say this a lot of times on job interviews as well, man, because it doesn't matter what field you're in, man, because honestly, that's why I always say mastering the basics, man. You always can learn something new. You could be in the industry for 20, 40, 30 years and still be learning something new about it, man. Honestly, don't can't reach the level be know-it-all. Because listen, man, I was actually watching last night Edomite Steve Irwin, the Crockett, man. Remember him? And they had the video of his death on there, man. And because he got killed by he got killed, stabbed in the heart by a stingray, man. But you know what it is? I was reading one of the comments and I was like, damn, I was kind of looking at it. I was like, because I don't know, probably my mom couldn't sleep. I was like, okay, what's in stingrays? What's in the stingray, man? Because there's a lot of this popped in my mind, what's in that, because there's a lot of things that's like a snake bites poisonous. I was wondering because he just popped in my mind because I was watching Animal Planet documentary and just popped in my mind. But even the comment section, somebody even says listen, I'm gonna grab this inside right too. But even in that, they said, listen, don't he knowing him, because I used to watch the show too. He said he was probably like, somebody said in the YouTube comments, don't get too overconfident with anything, man, because somebody said in the comment section, because he used to do that before, he would catch animals, he kind of played with it and stuff like that. But he was doing what he was doing for years, man. But he probably was saying what happened to him was he probably was touching and feeling on it, man. But got realized, man, that's still an animal at the end of the day, man. And stingray stabbed him in the heart, and he got killed. He died from it. die from, man. That's what happened, man. So you could be in the industry or in the job or in the field for so long, man. You still could be learning, man. That's all mastering the basics, man. I was actually talking to a brother yesterday, man. He was like, I was at an event. And he was photographer, man. He's listen, man. Like, he was even still talking about this, man. I'm still learning too, man. I'm still mastering the basics as well with things, man. But let's get this too. That's what Cyrax says. Pretty much, be not confident in a plain way, man. So that's what it is too, man. Just can't be like, always be learning, man. So it's like, but I'm kind of digressing with that. But yeah, man, it's always good to like. But that kind of ties into what I'm going to, man. It's always good to like, about knowing when somebody's just better than you, something about man that's very greater than you, man. Because that's what it is. Because honestly, man, you gotta be realistic with yourself, man. Because honestly, man, it's like, yeah, of course, like, like we get that too. Because like here's an aspect. Because there's power dynamics in the society as well, man. We get it as far as like, every person, like, there's a respect, like, as far as like in the law, man, not being respecter of persons, and don't like put everybody above what's written. Don't be a idolater, man worshiper, things of that nature. But I gotta be real. I gotta be honest with myself too, man. But you gotta realize when somebody just grading you something. I mean, I'm talking about as a worldly perspective. Because, man, listen, if LeBron James, if I'm in the same room as LeBron, like, James right now, I had to expect that, it's going to be different. Like, I can't expect people to look at, not that you care, but look at him. Like, if I want to do a business venture or doing something like that, I can't expect myself. I can't expect like, I can't expect people to look at me the same way as they look at him, because that's a very accomplished man. Or like, say, I'm trying to think, whoever you could think of, man. I can't. Somebody like a LeBron James walks in a room, or what you call him, or somebody or somebody else, man. Or if I'm like, say, if I'm actor, or Denzel walks in a room, or somebody like that walks in a room, I can't expect. I had to expect that, man. It's like, okay, this is in his respective field. He's been doing, and that's the thing we talking about. I was talking about my brother too. Nobody respects their field anymore, man. Because a lot of times, like, women could, like, a woman could, for example, brother Somebody Firstborn said this too. Like, he said, listen, a woman, like, could like expect, like, a man to know, like, one, I talked about, like, this the other day, man, to expect a man to like know how to fix a car, fix this and that, fix that. Like, yeah, like, I actually talking about this with another brother. Yeah, like, his stance was like just different. Like, he said, listen, YouTube and things like that, the internet is your friend on that thing. But I was talking about this yesterday. Like, listen, man, you can't underestimate actual, like, instructor on things, man. Like, people have to be taught to certain things. Certain people don't. Isn't always self-taught, man. Some people have to be like really physically there with an instructor, man. Like, telling them like what to do and how to do it, man. So. And that's the thing too, man. So, like, honestly, like, say something broke, in here, or something like with y'all brothers, like, what you call them, or sisters for that matter, for some things, or and whatever y'all do for something there. You can learn how to fix it, you can learn how to do it, but it's just like. But it won't be as good, man, because like you're not respecting, you're not respecting somebody in their respective field anymore. Like, we live in I can do that, like, era. I see him doing this, I can do that. But then we try to do something in a respective field, you realize, it's not as easy as it looks, man. So that's just is what it is, man. Because honestly, man, and one, you're not getting your time back too with that. That's the most thing about it, man. So that's just what it is too, man. It's just like. That's just is what it is with that, because it's like you're not, like, you have to expect, okay, this person is better than me at their respective field. That's why Cyrax even says, listen, man, the men that like build and stuff like that and maintain cities, man, they just can't be seeked out for judgment. But even Solomon, he sought out, like, when building a temple, the wisest man on the earth at that time, he sought out, like, from Hiriam, I think it's from tribe of Naphtali, how to help to build a temple, like, advice to build the temple, man, because you have respect to somebody in their respective field, man. That's missing, man, honestly. Now I'm going to, like, because I made the LeBron James thing, man. Of course, like, that's a regular person. That's but you can't be Marvel at that. 'Cause, okay, that's somebody, like, what you call him, you know, because we live in the time now where we all say, "Oh, we're all just equal. We're all equal." No, we're not, man. Because, like, you know, what's going with if Jay Z or 50 Cent walk in the rooms, and I'm in the business room as well, I had to say, like, you know, they're going to get the attention. They're going to get, like, you know, certain people may choose, like, you know, their business idea or stuff like that over me, man. Because you're like, because here's the thing too. I was talking about this the other day too. People want the esteem of things, want the recognition of things, but they don't want to put the work in to do that, man. You can't be mad at somebody for getting that when they put the work in, man. No, it's like they put the work in for that, man. You can't, like, they just want the you know, the accolades and, you know, the esteem of things, but without putting the work in. No, it doesn't work like that, man. That's why it was something I had on my mind, man. It's certain, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like it says, man, like, you know, oh gosh, it was something that just came to my mind. But yeah, man, it's like, honestly, man, it's certain things. That's why certain, like, you know, judges and officers, and I mean certain judges and things of that nature, like, you know, you had to have respect for, because, like, you know, in the work, because listen, they put the time in, like, you know, you didn't put you can't put, and it's a lot of things meant, so you can't expect things because you didn't put the time in that man put in there. So yeah, you should have a level of respect, should the level of that, man, because, like, you didn't put the time in. In the same thing as that man did, and also too, the man, the most high might be working with that man at a higher level than you, and that's okay, man. That's what always be comfortable with your measure and not comparing yourself, man. But that's really it, man. Because I was kind of going into that, man. So hopefully that was edifying, man. Because dang, I kind of time flew by. Now, yeah, man. So hopefully it's edifying, man. So peace. This is actually, dang, man. This is actually a lot of stuff I'll be wanting to talk to y'all about. By actually these past couple days, but Lord's will, I'll talk about soon, man. But you know, go over things soon, man. There's actually a lot, man. I've been meditating on, but it's all good, man. Hopefully the Most High in your house shall blessing your day, man. You know, so yeah, man. That's really it, man. So yeah, man. So peace.